We delve into the fascinating tales of the 5 richest rappers in the realm of hip-hop and riches. From the perseverance of Jay-Z to the empire of Diddy, the mysterious wealth of Dr. Dre, the turbulent journey of Kanye, and the singular path of Berner, these luminaries redefine success in the music industry and beyond. Take a quick look at their incredible financial adventures with us. Number 1. Berner. With almost 40 albums to his credit, many of which have been on Billboard's top R&B hip-hop albums chart, Berner is unquestionably a popular rapper. However, the majority of his wealth can be attributed to his engagement in the cannabis sector. Berner frequently credits his family for inspiring his business drive. In addition to working since he was 13, he operated a cannabis club from 18 to 25 years old. First-generation Mexican immigrants gave birth to Gilbert Berner Milam in San Francisco. He began rapping in high school, and after putting out his first album on his label, he was quickly signed to Wiz Khalifa's Taylor Gang Records. Berner revealed on Instagram in 2021 that he had received a cancer diagnosis. In March 2022, he joyfully informed his supporters that he was cancer-free. We're hoping for a speedy recovery for him. In conclusion, the 5 richest rappers have forged successful careers for themselves and established a benchmark outside of the music industry. Their experiences encourage and inspire, demonstrating the seemingly endless opportunities in the entertainment and business industries. Make sure to subscribe if you want to receive updates on more fascinating tales like this. Number 3. Dr. Dre. Andre Young is extremely wealthy, thanks to numerous royalties and income streams from his work launching proteges like Snoop Dogg, Xzibit, Eminem, and 50 Cent. His output has been limited as he has only released 2 albums of his own due to his concentration on producing other celebrities. He is now among the game's top 10 producers as a result of his efforts. He gained enough recognition and money from his early work with Death Row Records, NWA, and his own company, Aftermath Entertainment, to pursue careers in philanthropy, entrepreneurship, and movies. Despite the well-known video footage that was released and features R&B singer Tyrese Gibson claiming that Dre is the first billionaire in hip-hop due to Apple's massive acquisition of Beats Electronics, Dr. Dre's estimated net worth is $550 million. It should be mentioned that Dre's net worth was estimated in official documents submitted during divorce proceedings in late 2021 to be $458.2 million, and that he had a $800 million interest at the time of the Beats Electronics sale. There is still no conclusive explanation for the disparity between these two data, despite their stark differences. After selling a portion of his Apple shares for more than $73 million in 2021, Dr. Dre now owns $6.2 million in stocks and bonds, according to additional court filings made public during his divorce from Nicole Young. 5 years after allegedly paying $40 million for Tom Brady and Gisele Bündchen's Brentwood mansion in 2014, he also listed his Woodland Hills, Los Angeles home for $5.25 million in 2019. Number 4. Diddy. Diddy, real name Sean John Combs, grew up in New York City's Harlem. When Diddy was 2 years old, his father, Melvin Earl Combs, was killed as he was seated in his car. He relocated to Mount Vernon, New York, 9 years later. After his father was assassinated, Diddy's mother, Janice Combs, had to work many jobs to maintain the family, which is what gave him the will to achieve. It's said that he got the moniker Puffy in prep school because he would always puff up his chest during football practice. In 2005, the music entrepreneur and Warner Music Group inked a joint venture agreement that gave the record company a 50% ownership in Diddy's label, Big Boy Records. The anticipated 3-year value of the agreement between the music icon and Warner Music Group was $30 million. Diddy and several former and present Bad Boy Entertainment artists set off on the Bad Boy Family Reunion Tour in 2016. And the tour sold 208,508 tickets throughout 19 concerts, earning an amazing $17.5 million. Diddy made around $1 billion from 2000 to 2020 from his many business endeavors, which included his musical label Big Boy Entertainment and the media company Revolt, which has its streaming app. Diddy's business endeavors ranged from booze sponsorships to media companies and everything in between. Diddy possesses a remarkable collection of real properties. After almost 9 years on the market, the business billionaire finally sold his enormous estate in New Jersey in 2016. In March 2007, he offered the 7-bedroom, 9.5-bathroom mega mansion for $8.99 million. A mind-boggling $13.5 million was added to the price in 2011. In addition, Diddy is the owner of a $60 million Gulfstream G550 private plane known as Aircombs because of its all-black paint job. Number 2, Kanye West. Kanye is no longer a billionaire. Everybody knows Kanye. His first break came from producing instrumentals for Jay-Z's albums on his label. For years, the biggest rappers in the game sought him out for his tracks. In the end, he was permitted to release his record, which became an enormous hit and catapulted him into the top MC position ever. He launched his record label, Good Music, much like others. Having received 21 Grammy Awards, he is among the most celebrated musicians of all time. His clothing brand, Yeezy, has collaborated with brands like Nike and Louis Vuitton to sell shoes and other items. He has achieved success in a variety of fields, including acting, architecture, politics, and design. His net wealth is a topic of debate, thanks to massive deals with apparel firms Gap and Adidas, which resulted in a record $4.7 billion value of his brand Yeezy. Bloomberg estimated his net worth at its height to be $6.6 billion. Adidas and Gap abruptly canceled their association, whereas Gap recently indicated that they will wind down the Yeezy partnership. The rapper's anti-Semitic remarks were denounced by the brand. In September 2022, Forbes pegged his net worth at $2 billion. However, once the Adidas partnership fell through, the estimate was lowered to $400 million. $500 million is a little bit more than what we estimate. Number 5, Jay-Z. Jay-Z, formerly known as Sean Carter, amassed his wealth from a hip-hop career that eventually evolved into the powerful Rockefeller empire. This knowledge is likely still retained by a small group of people. He took this action after the record industry's elites turned their backs on him in 1995. His tale is full of tenacity, cunning, brain teasers, and an unwavering hustle that doesn't understand the concept of stop. Living in the Marcy housing project in Brooklyn, where he was raised, was like playing a game of survival. The burden of poverty isn't just that you don't always have the things you need, it's the feeling of embarrassment every day of your life, and you would do anything to lift that burden, he said in a 2010 interview with NPR. Jay-Z was impacted by the harsh realities of his neighborhood and incorporated his difficulties into the streetwise lyrics he would eventually write. For Jay-Z, breaking into the music industry wasn't exactly a piece of cake. Rather than taking the conventional path of depending on record labels to brush him off, he decided to take charge of his destiny. Together with Kareem Burke and Damon Dash, he founded Rockefeller Records in 1995. The man is well-versed in handling business endeavors. In addition to his musical career, Jay-Z has been extremely successful by lending his golden touch to a variety of industries, including tech ventures, sports, and apparel and drinks. Go back to 1997, the year he initially dabbled in entrepreneurship by launching the Rocawear apparel business. 10 years later, Jay-Z made megabucks off of Urban Style when he sold it as part of a $204 million deal. The apparel line was only the beginning. Jay-Z dabbled in the beverage industry as well, owning a portion of Armand de Brignac Champagne and Douce Cognac. Although he still holds partial ownership, he sold Bacardi his main stake in Douce for $750 million. The champagne brand is valued at a cool $310 million. Jay-Z is riding high as he breaks into the billionaires club, and he sure knows how to flaunt his wealth. His eye-catching assortment of sweets and sleeks would make anyone drool. He's killing the house game with much of his change invested in quality real estate. There is a $26 million getaway in East Hampton, a $88 million dream home in Bel Air, a $6.8 million posh penthouse in New York City, and a $2.6 million fully furnished estate in New Orleans. A billionaire without a very attractive car? It's beyond comprehension.